morning, good afternoon, and good evening from our participant from different parts of the world here joining our webinar today. And welcome to our webinar on studying at the International College of Auckland, ICA, New Zealand. And thank you for taking the time to join us today. I will briefly introduce myself as a panelist, one of the panelists of today's session. My name is Malyda. I am a business development coordinator at RBS, and I will be a panelist for today's session of the webinar. And we are excited to explore the key benefit of study in New Zealand today, and we'll walk you through the discovering of high quality education in one of the world's most welcoming and student-friendly countries. And we're going to learn about International College of Auckland, its commitment to the academic excellence, strong industry connection, and its supportive learning environment. And we also walk you through the study to residency pathway with our immigration advisor based in Australia. So welcome to our panelist, Julieanne, a marketing manager at ICS, and she is going to, yeah. So Julieanne, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Julieanne. I'm the marketing manager at the International College of Auckland, and I will be discussing later on our programs, the support that we can provide to our students. And of course, if you have any other questions, then of course we will deal with it in the question and answer portion. Thank you, RBS Intellect, Malyda, and the RBS Intellect team for organizing this webinar. To introduce our attendees to New Zealand, studying in New Zealand, and of course, potentially study with ICA.
Okay, thank you, Julieanne. Over to Gloria, our licensed immigration advisor based in Australia. Gloria will be guiding you through the visa process as a student visa and also a good pathway to residency as a study pathway. Okay, Gloria, can you open your camera? Hi, Gloria.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anywhere you are in the world. I am based in Brisbane. I'm a licensed immigration advisor, and I'll go through the study pathway to residence sometime during this webinar. Welcome all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Gloria. Okay. So next, I will present you to our presentation slide here, why New Zealand is your study destination and some of key benefit of studying in New Zealand. So as you know that New Zealand is a popular destination for international students because of its higher education system and with the diverse culture and beauty landscape. And it offers a unique blend of academic excellence and personal growth opportunities and a vibrant, friendly environment. So as you can see on the slide here, all the University of New Zealand, 8 universities in New Zealand are top 500 university in the world, and it is a globally recognized qualifications. And a wide range of study options give you an options to choose from a range of level of the degree. Okay, and it's also rated as the safe and peaceful country, as a second rank in the world, and high quality of life. And New Zealand is known for its work-life balance, making a desirable place to live and study. Okay, So you can also work while you study. You can also work for a part-time, a variety of part-time work options available. As you know, how many hours you can work as a student visa, Gloria? Like you can work like 20 hours if you're
3 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, 20 hours a week.
Yes, okay. So it is the key benefit of study in New Zealand, and importantly, it's also after you finish your degree, you graduate, you're also eligible to apply for post-study work visa. You can apply for post-study work visa, which is allowing you to gain value, experience, and potential pursue career in New Zealand. So as like me, I also come through the student visa and then work and live in New Zealand for 2 years now. So it is a good country, and I love the country, and I come along with my family, with my two kids. So they enjoy the country so much. Okay. So yeah, if you are ready to join and to study in New Zealand, your journey in New Zealand, we're here to help at RBS. We assist you from the admission process until student visa process. So we are the trusted agent with our 12 offices operating in different countries. And we are the industry in this industry for more than 20 years, and we have 200 partners with access to recruitment partners and service providers and our support team across the world. And we take care of your time, saving your time and saving your money. So that is us, RBS. Okay. So let me walk you through our NZQA education levels. In New Zealand, we call our qualifications by level. We have from level 1 to level 10. Let me go from level 10, which is the highest level of doctor degree qualification. We call it in level 10. And for the master degree qualifications, we call it in level 8 and level 9, and level 8, it is the bachelor honor degree, postgraduate certificate, and postgraduate diploma, which is in level 8. And for level 6, level 1 through to level 6, it is the certificate, and it's depending on the subject that you do in that certificate. Yeah. Okay. And to eligible to study in each level, course level, English requirement have to be meet the English requirement of each level. For example, if you study in graduate diploma level 7, you need to have an IELTS in band 6, which is no less than 5.5. And if you study a postgraduate diploma in level 8, you will need IELTS 6.5, and which band no less than 6. And master degree, which is in level 9, your IELTS will need overall band of 6.5, and each band no less than 6. And PhD, the IELTS is in 7 band totally, and each band 7 band and totally, and each band no less than 6.5 or 7. So that is the English requirement relevant to the course of study. And this is a post-study work visa. I think I would like to hand this over to Gloria to briefly explain about this eligibility. Gloria, over to you.
Yeah, sure. So when you finish studying, depending on what level you studied, you'll be eligible for the post-study work visa. And as Malyda said, this will give you the opportunity to gain work experience in New Zealand, as well as probably meet one of the requirements to get your residence visa. Okay, so if you studied a level 7, non-degree or lower qualification that's linked to the green list. So there's two tier in green list, tier 1 and tier 2. So it depends on which tier. The number of weeks that you studied will be equivalent to the number of years you can get your post-study work visa. All right, so it's the same duration as your course. Now, if you study the bachelor's degree level 7, if you studied 1 year, you get the post-study work visa for 1 year. And if you studied level 8, it's the same. 1 year of study, 1 year post-study work visa. If you study the master's degree, which is the level 9, if you study for at least 60 weeks or 30 to 60 weeks or 1 year to 2 years, depending on the course that you're going to study, you get 3 years of post-study work visa. This is the best, actually, this is the best study option for residence pathway. If you wanted to do the PhD level 10, for 30 weeks, you get 3 years of post-study work visa.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. And if you have any question, because I got some questions in the chat question box, so we'll answer your question at the end of the session. We save some time to answer your questions accordingly. Okay, so thank you for explaining the eligibility of post-study work visa, Gloria. And I would like to move to the next slide. It's about the processing once you start your application and when you want to come to study in New Zealand. So at RBS processing, we do step-by-step of evaluation your profile, your CV. So first of all, you can send us the CV so that we have a look at your CV, and we'll try to match the course which is relevant to your academic and your experience if you are going to do the master degree. So the first process of the whole process is to send us your CV. Then we will consult you, give you a few options of the course selections and with your reference, your preference, and also different fees you can compare, and also different locations that you want to have a look, and with different university and institutions. And next we will apply on your behalf to the university or institutions that you have selected, which is waiting for the offer letter from the institution, which take about 1 to 2 weeks approximately. So after we got offer letters, we will arrange your visa application. That is the stage of lodging visa. So after receiving the offer letter, so we submit all the documents, and we can consult with our LIA on your particular case and prepare the visa document and lodge the visa application in the immigration. And in New Zealand, you won't have to pay tuition fee to the institutions or to university before you lodge in the visa. So you can wait until you got, we call it AIP, that is visa approval in principle, so that you can pay your tuition fee to your school or the university, and that the immigration will look at the receipt of the enrollment, and then we will get your visa approval. So this is our process at RBS, helping you through from the first step until you got the visa approval. Yeah. So over to Julieanne. I think if you have any questions regarding to what we have presented here, just put in the Q&A box, please. Okay. So over to Julieanne. Will present about the course and the admission of requirement of International College of Auckland. Over to you, Julieanne. You can share your presentation.
Okay, thank you, Malyda. Can you please allow me to share my screen?
Okay, Sorry. I'll have to stop my screen share.
All right. Thank you. For a moment, please.
So everyone, if you have any question, just drop in the question box, Q&A question. We have few questions here. Just don't put in the chat box. Put in Q&A, please.
I think I just need to leave first and then come back. It's not allowing me to. I need to leave and come back because it's not allowing me to share my screen right now. So I just need to restart it. Just for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Hello, Raja. You're coming too. So Julieanne, can you share your presentation now? Okay.
Screen's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. Again, my name is Julieanne, and I'm the marketing manager from the International College of Auckland. So before I start introducing our programs, I would like to first introduce the college. So ICA has been in the education industry for more than 20 years now. We were established in 2001, and since then, we have built a reputation for delivering high quality education in a supportive and industry aligned environment. So we are a private training establishment, and we are based in the heart of Auckland City, just located on top of Queen Street, which is part of the Auckland Central Business District. We are New Zealand Qualifications Authority accredited institution, NZQA. NZQA is our regulatory body for education institutions. So we are an accredited institution, and we are committed to maintaining the highest academic standards and ensuring that our graduates are well prepared for the workforce. We pride ourselves in high employability rates. Majority of our graduates are actually are employed in good positions in good companies, and it's because we do have strong industry support, practical programs, and a curriculum designed to meet current job market demands. So it means that our programs are developed according to industry standards and market demands. And we do have experienced faculty members. Most, if not all of our lecturers are all PhD holders and experts in their own related field. Yeah. And we do have comprehensive student services and pastoral care support, including me. And we do have a dedicated student support and success manager to help our students in terms of their well-being, safety, and industry pathway, if they require industry pathway support as well. So it helps us foster a nurturing environment where students from all backgrounds can thrive both academically and personally. Yeah. So we are also a signatory of the New Zealand Code of Practice, Pastoral Care for International, Tertiary and International Students, which means that we are required to take care of our students in the best possible way. So moving forward to our programs, so we are offering 4 main programs. One is Diploma in Civil Engineering. It's a level 7 program at 240 credits. And we have 2 programs in our information technology strand, which is the New Zealand Diploma in Information Technology level 5. It's 120 credits. And we have Diploma in Networks and Systems Administration, which is a level 7 program, also at 120 credits. And we have the full suite or full range of New Zealand Certificate in English Language programs from foundation to level 5. So our first program is the Diploma in Civil Engineering. This program is designed for students or civil engineering graduates or professionals aiming to enter the New Zealand engineering industry with strong technical knowledge and practical skills. So this program covers a range of papers such as in structural systems, geotechnical, earthquake engineering, multi-story building design, timber and steel, and a final project to cap their papers off. It is delivered by an expert in the field. Her name is Dr. Sneha Latha. She is the program leader and the senior lecturer for the civil engineering program. And this program prepares graduates for employment in the construction, infrastructure, quantity surveying, and consulting sectors, or even for further academic study. With my next slide, this is actually a presentation conducted by Dr. Sneha, so she can further explain what you can expect in this program.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sneha Latha from International College of Auckland.
Julieanne, I think there's no sound on that. Julieanne?
Sorry. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sneha
Audio's
Latha from
okay now?
International College of Auckland. You can see the website here, and I'm here to introduce diploma in level civil engineering level 7. So if you go to our website, if you go to the courses, you can see here diploma in civil engineering level 7, and you have a lot of information about the credits, the program, and there are 2 academic years, and you also have all the subjects somewhere here. So these are the subjects which we offer with those number of credits together here. So this is the information. So please go here, and you can also see us in the research. If you go in the research and research output, so you can see us. So here I am. So if you want to email me for any, so you can see my profile. I would like to introduce myself there. So I'm going to my slide. So this is me. I'm Sneha Latha, senior lecturer and a program leader at ICA for civil engineering. So I will be introducing what is diploma in civil engineering 7 here. So diploma in civil engineering is designed to develop students' knowledge and skills in line with the current state of practice in New Zealand building and construction industry. So we do offer 12 papers from level 5 to level 7, total up to 240 credits. As you can also see in the website, there are major papers like geotechnical and earthquake engineering, multi-story building design, land information systems, building conservation, construction management, and finally, so there are multiple papers, so you can have a look. So I will talk about the agenda of today. First, the introduction that I have introduced myself. I would also love to be introduced to all of you. What is the civil engineering jobs and work-life balance in New Zealand? Why to choose ICA? And what is diploma in civil engineering level 7 at ICA? What are the chances of getting a civil engineering job in New Zealand? There are different success stories, and finally with the question answer round. Yeah, this is one of the photo of our previous student having a graduation, because all the degree comes with the graduation, and this is the pride moment where you feel like you have earned a value in your life and you have been skilled and ready for the market, the industry, and you'll be the job in the future. So that's a very, very beautiful picture I would like to share. So I will also be sharing all the success stories. I can see one of the students' perspectives. You can see here, studying at the International College of Auckland was a transformative experience. The college diverse the student body exposed to various culture, enhancing my global perspectives and understanding different nationalities. So that's the beauty of this college as well. We do have a different nationalities, and everybody comes together and they do celebrate and all the events together. So we do have a beautiful sharing of these moments I can share afterward. So first of all, I would like to say what's the civil engineering jobs in the high demand in New Zealand, because we need to now develop what is the demand and how we fit there. So you can see now, I think the budget is more on the constructions compared to other. So now the government is trying to spend more on the infrastructures of like road, water collection, wastewater management, public buildings. That's been mostly in the roading and water infrastructures. You can also see that New Zealand has a very different history of earthquake with the volcanoes. So Auckland is prone to volcanoes, but similarly, the Canterbury has a major cracks in 2010 and 2011. And then there's always a construction going on. And we also work on the earthquake resistant building. It might be a residence or a commercial one. The beauty of New Zealand is a work-life balance. Working hard and getting ahead is important, but similarly, we also do value getting time with our family, getting bonded with our friends and families, and also exploring more into natures, having trips, having holidays. So that's a quite very work-life balance culture in New Zealand, safe and secure, family-friendly, space to breathe. It's green and breathable and a very warm welcome. I can see the nature. You can see the nature. So where the sea meets the hills lay together. This is one of the volcano which was erupted more than 600 years ago. So you can see the beauty here, and similarly there's a Hobbiton. Everybody would love to go to. So these are the different attractive places we can go and think of in our holidays. So now diploma in civil engineering level 7. So it's basically specialized in the building and construction. So there is a entry criteria which is also discussed in our website. So if you go to our website, so there's already an entry criteria trying to. So if you have in diploma in civil engineering, that's a beautiful.
Thank you, Julieanne. I think we can forward moving to another slide, because this is information the student can find it in the website. Yeah, so would you mind to move to another slide, please?
That's fine. Yeah. So okay. just a short just to summarize basically what Sneha was discussing. Yeah. So the civil engineering program is quite an in-demand course here in New Zealand. Our program specializes in building and construction. Just for the entry criteria for this program, because this is a level 7 qualification, we do require students to be at least having a 3-year diploma in civil engineering. or a relevant field such as quantity surveying, architecture, or construction management. And of course, they have to meet the English entry requirements. So our next program, so this program, civil engineering program, is a 2 academic years program, and this is part of the qualifications eligible for the post-study work visa with occupation restriction. So this is something that Gloria may be able to explain later on. But if you go to the immigration website as well, it would show there, which is stated here, a diploma in NZQF level 6 or higher with a minimum of 240 credits, which meets our program requirements. So our next program is the Diploma in Networks and Systems Administration. This program is designed for IT graduates and professionals looking to gain advanced industry-relevant expertise in systems, networks, and cloud technologies. So this program is a 1-year program, and it equips students with both theoretical knowledge and hands-on skills to design, implement, secure, and manage modern IT infrastructure. So the graduates are well prepared to be, networks administrator, system administrator, cloud support specialist, or systems analyst, which also has good job prospects in New Zealand, although the information technology market is quite, of course, competitive. This program can also lead you for further study. And again, because this is a level 7 program, we do require students to have at least a 3-year diploma or a bachelor's degree in information technology or a relevant field such as software engineering, computer science, and so on and so forth. And our next program is the New Zealand Diploma in Information Technology Technical Support. So this is a level 5 program, which is an entry-level program. So it actually equips students with essential skills in hardware, networking, systems administration, and technical support. And this program is a pathway to a Bachelor's of Information Technology degree program through an articulation that ICA has partnered with Auckland Institute of Studies and Griffith University Australia. So this means that students will do their first year in the New Zealand Diploma in Information Technology Technical Support, and then shift towards Auckland Institute of Studies or Griffith University Australia to their Bachelor's of Information Technology for year 2 and year 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Julieanne, how many other subjects we have next? Because I think we have a lot of questions. Maybe we need to save some time for Q&A session.
That's right. So we only have our English language program left.
Yeah.
So this is basically we do have a full range of English language program from foundation to level 5. So our English language programs are designed to improve students' academic English skills and prepare them for further education or employment in an English-speaking environment. So for instance, if students cannot meet their IELTS requirement and they're looking to study towards our diploma in civil engineering, they can try and apply for level 4, or if they wanted to study for master's level or PhD level, then level 5, NZCL level 5 would be suitable for them to study. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a dedicated student support and success manager, and we have a very strong knit team to support our students and their journey with ICA. Okay, that's the end of my presentation.
Okay, thank you, Julieanne. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
I'll stop.
We have our slide here over to Gloria. It's part on skill migration category. I will share my screen for Gloria to further on with this. And before that, I would like to introduce Raja because Raja just came in. Raja is our regional partner in Malaysia. So welcome, Raja.
Okay, thank you, Malyda. Hello, everyone, and it's great to be here. Yeah. So hello from Malaysia.
Hello from Malaysia. Okay. All right. Thank you, Raja. Yeah. Share the slide here. Okay. So here is the very important part of we call study to residency pathway. So over to Gloria.
Okay, so this is the easiest way, I think, to get your residence in New Zealand. It's a very good skilled migration category pathway. You only need 6 points to apply for residence visa. So how do you get 6 points? The first way to get 6 points is if you study a PhD or you have a New Zealand registration in a specified occupation. This registration is for occupation that needs 6 years of training, all right? Or you have a job offer in New Zealand that pays 3 times the median wage. You can apply directly for residence visa because you've got 6 points. Now, if you studied a master's degree, and this is the easiest way for the students who are coming to New Zealand, they complete a master's degree or they have a New Zealand registration in a specified occupation that requires 5 years of training. They get 5 points. Now, how do you get the 1 point? Remember, when you finish a master's degree, you're eligible to apply for the post-study work visa for 3 years. So within that 3 years, if you work for an accredited employer for 1 year, you get the extra 1 point. This will then make you eligible for the residence visa. So you can apply for the residence visa this way. The other way is if you have an occupation that requires New Zealand registration and you require 4 years of training to get that registration, or you study an honors degree or postgrad diploma, or you have a job offer in New Zealand that pays twice the median wage, you have 4 points. Now, how do you get the 2 points so that you get the 6 points? Remember, you also get the post-study work visa when you study a postgrad or honors degree. So while you're working on the post-study work visa and you work for an accredited employer for 2 years, you get that extra 2 points, which then makes you eligible to apply for the residence visa. Now, this is the longest one, the last one. This is if you have an occupation that requires at least 2 years of training to get registered, or you study a bachelor's degree or a postgrad certificate, or you have a job or job offer in New Zealand that pays 1.5 times the median wage, you get 3 points. How do you get the 3 points to get you to the 6 points? You again work for an accredited employer, but you need 3 years of skilled work in New Zealand to get the 3 points to make you eligible for the residence visa. Now, remember I mentioned something about green list. So if you study the course that leads you to the tier 1 occupation in the green list, and you have an employer in that occupation, you can apply directly to the residence visa. Otherwise, if you're on the tier 2 green list, you have to work for at least 2 years before you're eligible to apply for the residence visa. And Julieanne mentioned something about the work restriction. So it depends on whether the occupation is in tier 1 or tier 2. When you get the post-study work visa, you have to work in the occupation that you got eligible for. All right. I won't go through the care workforce and the transport sector agreement because this is job offer. We're just talking about the pathway for student visa, right? Unless you want me to discuss this.
Yeah, we can move on to the next slide, Gloria. On that part.
Okay. Yeah, so for partners of those who are coming to Australia to study, hi Soeun, you can jump in if you want to soon. So the easiest way actually for those who are married and who wants to bring their spouse to New Zealand to work full-time while you're studying is to study a master's degree and above, because they get full work rights, the partner. Or if you study below that and your course is not in the green list, they can come on a visitor visa. Dependents, if you're married and you don't have complications with your relationship, then the children can come as dependent student visa based on the partner's work visa. Otherwise, they come on a visitor visa. Make sense? You can add on soon.
Yeah, you're doing good. Carry on.
Yeah, that's a simple way of explaining it for those who are married and who wants to bring their spouse to New Zealand while they're studying. If you can afford it, master's is the easiest way. Or bachelor's, that's in the occupation in the green list, tier 1.
Okay.
Next slide, Malyda.
Thank you, Gloria. I think it's pretty much all from our presentation slide. We'll jump up to Q&A because we have many questions in the Q&A box. So, hi, Soeun.
Hello. I think just before we move on, just to clarify that the partners work visa is an open work visa. And it's very important that the good thing about open work visa is that when you have open work visa, you can actually work with accredited or non-accredited employer. You can work with 1 hour, 2 hour, 40 hours, 60 hour, 1 employer, 2 employer, 3 employers. It's up to you. Okay. So the good thing about open work visa is there's no restriction. It's easier for employer to employ you or give you an offer because the employer does not need to engage immigrations to sponsor you. So that's why it's very good for the partner on the work visa. And for students who are doing a master degree or bachelor or graduate diploma that lead to the green list, you may be eligible for post-study work visa, and that post-study work visa is also an open work visa, except that if it is level 7 and a non-bachelor degree. Otherwise, it will be an open work visa. So the good thing about New Zealand's this program is that when you have open work visa, it make it easier for you to get a job. Easier because the employer does not need to engage immigrations New Zealand again. They can just offer you a job so long as you have an open work visa. Okay, next questions.
Okay, have a question here. First, we have question. I am a senior citizen, 65 years old. I am not eligible for study. Can you answer? So can she eligible for study, 65 years old?
There's no restriction on the age in terms of student visa. So there's no age restriction when you come to study in New Zealand. And if you have not gotten a post-study work visa before, you'll be eligible for post-study work visa if your studies is in level 9 master degree or bachelor in a green list. Okay, so the only problem is that there is a age restriction or age limit as far as residence category. So there's no age limit for study. We have done it 65 years old, and there's no issue. They can still get the post-study work visa.
Okay, thank you. Okay, soon, because you're coming and I haven't introduced you yet, so introduce to our participants here. Soon is our licensed immigration advisor and with RBS. Yeah. So next question, soon. I think this question, my question is to Gloria. I am an international student seeking student's visa in master course in New Zealand. I am arranging study loan for New Zealand to meet INZ requirement of availability of fund. I need service from a registered lawyer to hold living cost 20,000 for 1 year. For 3 months on behalf of me for visa application purpose. Would you be able to advise how much will be lawyer fee for this service, please?
I'm not actually a lawyer. I'm licensed immigration advisor. RBS doesn't charge to help you with the student visa application, but my fee will be different from Soon. My fees. Are we allowed to say our fee here?
Okay, let me explain this here. We don't charge if you are enrolling a course through RBS. Your student visa will be done by our team free of charge, unless your visa is a bit complicated. For example, you have multiple decline or you have some issue where you require a licensed immigration advisor to help you. That's myself or Gloria. Then we'll look at your situations. Then we'll charge of some fees. Okay, because it's not just about student visa application alone. It's where you have other complications. Okay, normally if the straightforward student visa application, we don't charge. We go to another team that's non-licensed immigration advisor. The LIA doesn't have to be involved. Okay, because you are applying from offshore, we have a team of experts who can do your student visa. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Next question. I have completed master here in Nepal. Is there any complication for applying for master degree again?
No, you can still continue apply a different master degree, because remember, your master programs may or may not be recognized by New Zealand anyway. We have many students who came here. In fact, I just give a consultation to a couple from India. They themselves, both husband and wife, have a master degree already before they come to New Zealand. But they are still able to come here to do a different master degree. It's all acceptable.
Okay. Thank you. So next.
May I add to this? So what you do is you compare the masters that you've completed to the masters that you're going to study in New Zealand, and it shows there that there's a gap. So yes, you're still able to do the masters in New Zealand. Completely different, as Soon said.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Gloria and Soon. Next question. Do you still need to pay if you apply for scholarships? So I think it's depend on the scholarships that you have, whether it is full tuition fee scholarship or whether it is partial or the scholarship, because some other institutions or school offer you like a partial of scholarship. So that based on how much scholarship you got approved, right?
Okay, let me explain this. There are two types of scholarship. One is offered by the school or institute, and one is offered by the government. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're lucky and you are able to get scholarship from New Zealand government, usually it's free. But normally those are very special scholarship offered to a very a certain country or a certain category of students. Okay. Usually universities and colleges do have scholarship or discount. So those are normally partial scholarship. Okay. You still have to pay the balance.
Okay. Thank you, Soon. Next question. Well done, Tim. I am Otaleju from Nigeria. When is the next intake for master's study?
Julieanne, do you want to answer?
Julieanne?
Yeah, sure. But just to be clear, we do not have a master's program in our institutions. So normally I don't speak, I mean, just a disclaimer, but normally intake dates depends on the institutions. Some institutions offers their master's program probably 2 to 3 intakes a year, or some even offers two intakes a year. But normally for diploma programs such as ours, we do have a rolling intake after 10 weeks, so that's every 2 months. So we would have 5 to 6 intakes a year, almost, every 2 months, as I mentioned.
Okay, my advice is that if you're interested to do a study in New Zealand, send us your CV. Okay, send us a CV. We will have someone to look at your CV and assess and provide you options and advise you on your the number of intakes that's available. Different schools have different intakes. So usually university have 2 intakes, and polytechnics and ITP will have 3 or 4 intakes, and private colleges will have more intakes in a year.
Okay, so answer to the question, you can send, where are we going to send the CV? Please send the CV to our email, hello@rbsintellect.com. So we will look at your CV. Thank you. So the other question is, how much is the expenses, if there is expenses? How much is the expenses? I'm not clarified with what is expenses on. Maybe it is expenses of living. That's what he mean by the question.
Okay, for students, in order to secure a student visa, you need to provide sufficient funds or have access sufficient funds for tuitions, for your tuition fees, plus 20,000 living maintenance a year. Okay, so it is very important that the process in New Zealand is slightly different from other countries. Basically, what we do is that we can help you to apply for a visa without having to pay a tuition fee first. Unlike other countries, you have to pay the tuition fee first before you can apply for a visa. So our process is that we help you to apply for a visa. When your application is approved in principle, only then you pay for the tuition fees. Okay, the tuition fees that is required is minimum 1 year. Okay, you have to pay minimum 1 year, or depends on your course. If your course is 6 months, you have to pay the full 6 months, or at least 1 year, whichever the smallest amount. Okay.
Okay. So this answer to this. Yeah, this answer to this question elaborate on financial requirements. Thank you, Soon. We have answered these few questions together. And there is another question. Hello, thank you for this information webinar. I have a quick question. If an international student plans to be accompanied by their spouse and children, should the student apply and secure their visa first before applying for dependent visa for the family? And also, how long does entire process typically take?
Okay, we normally advise the best way of to do it. If you have time, if you have sufficient time, then make sure the students get the visa first. Once it's approved, then you can lodge the dependent visa for the spouse or the children. But if your finances are good, we can lodge them all together. So usually we have people even from Cambodia, from Malaysia, from India. So they have good finances and they are very confident that they will be able to secure a visa. And our assessments, based on our assessment, we think that they have a good chances of getting approved. So we can apply together to save time. But otherwise, we always, to be safe, to be on the safe side, we advise to get the visa for the student first, then apply for dependent. So usually dependent visa between 1 to 2 months, Okay, after the student visa approval.
Okay, great. Thank you, Soon. Next question. How much is the tuition fee of certificate to diploma, and also does that cover accommodation or tuition fee payable in installment?
Julia?
Julieanne, can you
Yes. So our fees vary depending on which program you're going to study. So for example, you want to study diploma in civil engineering. So we are charging, because it is a 2-year program, so we are charging 19,000 plus insurance for the first year, and then 10,000 plus insurance for the second year. For our IT programs, it is a total of 16,628 inclusive of insurance. And if you want to study English, so it is a bit more cheaper than studying the diploma programs. So for example, with our level 4 New Zealand certificate in English language program, we are charging 4,261 for inclusive of insurance for that 18-week long course. That fees does not include accommodation fees, because normally here in New Zealand you would, just as soon explained earlier, that's why you would need to arrange like 20,000 living costs per year or pro rata, depending on the duration of what you study, to cover for your living costs when you come here in New Zealand, to cover for your accommodation or your daily living expenses. And I believe, Soon, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe for the tuition fees, if you are applying for offshore, especially, Immigration New Zealand would require you to pay the full fees for the program.
No, unless you're onshore. If you're offshore, you're not required to pay any fees until your visa is approved in principle.
Yes. I think the question was if it can be paid in installments.
Okay.
No. In New Zealand, you're not allowed to pay installment. You have to pay either in full, either in 1 year, minimum 1 year, or if your course is less than 1 year, then you pay the full fees of the course.
Okay, we will have many more questions to answer, but we're almost running out of time. So I think this would be the last question to Julieanne. Are level 7 diploma same thing as master course in ICA?
No, it is not similar as what you have explained earlier in your previous slide. New Zealand qualifications framework has different levels for different types of level of study. So our level is a level 7 diploma program. Master's is a level 9 program. Yeah.
Okay. So because we almost time, and thank you our panelists who joined our webinar today. I'm sorry that we couldn't answer all of your questions, and thank you for your time attending today's session. And if you would like to further your education in New Zealand, so please send us the CV to hello@rbs intellect.com. So we will start communication from there. Okay. And
can I say something? For those who still have questions, you're welcome to send us your questions to our email. Send to hello@rbs intellect.com so that we can continue to answer your questions.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. That would be the good options. Thank you, everyone. So that's the end of our webinar for today. And thank you, Gloria, Soeun, Julieanne, and Roger. So have a good rest of the day. Thank you.